Live Aid, UT, and Revealing Outfits. It's episode 53.
It's the Brainiac Top 10 and 10. Here's the owner of Brainiac Trivia, John Boyce, and his favorite 10 questions of the week.
Thanks for listening, guys. Here are my favorite 10 questions from the last week in 10 minutes or less.
Number 10.
Kicking us off at number 10, food and beverage. On what continent do botanists believe the pineapple originated in? On what continent do botanists believe that the pineapple originated in? Botanists believe the pineapple originated in South America.
Number 9.
Moving on to sports for number 9. What is the only NFL team that only has their logo on the right side of the helmet? What is the only NFL team that only has their logo on the right side of the helmet? The Steelers.
Number 8.
Arts and literature at number 8. The most common word used in the English language is the. What is the second most used word? The most common used word in the English language is the. What is the second most used word? The second most used word in the English language is and.
Number 7.
History at number 7.
It's a mystery.
In 1946, what famous politician coined the term Iron Curtain, meaning the dividing line between Western Europe and the communist states of the East? In 1946, what famous politician coined the term Iron Curtain, meaning the dividing line between Western Europe and the communist states of the East? None other than Winston Churchill.
Number 6.
At number 6, we'll go to one of my favorite categories, miscellaneous. Ancient astrologers believed that each astrological sign influenced a specific part of the body. Which sign represented the breasts? Ancient astrologers believed that each astrological sign influenced a specific part of the body. Which sign represented the breasts? Cancer is the correct answer, which just so happens to be represented by the number 69.
Giggity.
Number 5.
As we get into the top half, we're going to science. No longer in operation, what is the name of the only space station operated exclusively by the United States? No longer in operation, what is the name of the only space station operated exclusively by the United States? Skylab, which floated in the atmosphere for about 5 years, completely out of commission before just falling back down to the planet. Doesn't seem dangerous at all, does it?
Number 4.
Number 4, going to music. What 1989 Cher video was banned from MTV because of her revealing outfit? What 1989 Cher video was banned from MTV because of her revealing outfit? If I could turn back time, doesn't matter if MTV banned it, I remember it.
Number 3.
Into the top 3 we go. Entertainment at number 3. The characters from The Sopranos would often hang out at a fictional strip club called Bada Bing. The name for the club was taken from a phrase used often by what character from the classic film The Godfather? The characters from The Sopranos would often hang out at a fictional strip club called Bada Bing. The name for the club was taken from a phrase used often by what character from the classic film The Godfather?
Hey, what are you gonna do? Nice college boy, huh?
They want to get mixed up in the family business? Now you want to gun down a police captain, why, because he slapped you in the face a little bit? Huh? What do you think, this is the army where you shoot them a mile away? You got to get them close like this, and bada bing, you blow their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit. Come here. Mwah.
Bada bing, Sonny, played by the great James Cain.
Number 2.
Going back to sports at number 2, with one of the longest histories in college football, which team does the University of Tennessee have the most wins against? With one of the longest histories in college football, which team does the University of Tennessee, the Volunteers, have the most wins against? With 84 wins, the University of Kentucky. That's right, it is not Vandy. Vandy's a close second, though. UT has 80 wins over Vanderbilt. Anchor down, baby.
Number 1.
Number 1 will take us to the music category. Live Aid was a massive concert held in 1985 at Wembley Stadium in London and John F. Kennedy Stadium in Philadelphia. Of the dozens of artists that performed, who is the only one that performed at both venues on the same day? Live Aid was a massive concert held in July 1985 at Wembley Stadium in London and JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. Of the dozens of artists that performed, who is the only one that performed at both venues on the same day? Phil Collins. The Live Aid benefit concert was held simultaneously at Wembley Stadium in London and JFK Stadium in Philadelphia on July 13th, 1985. Now, I would have been there in person, but I was only 9 days old. The event drew an estimated 1.5 billion television viewers. That's billion with a B. It was watched across 150 countries and raised millions of dollars for famine relief in Ethiopia. With less than a month of preparation time, organizers secured the services of an incredible array of artists. Groups reuniting for the event included The Who, Black Sabbath, and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Perhaps the most famous performance was Queen, with Freddie Mercury entertaining 72,000 fans with his vocal warm-ups alone. The surviving members of Led Zeppelin reconvened in Philadelphia, supported by Phil Collins on drums. Collins, who had performed at Wembley earlier in the day, had crossed the Atlantic to become the only artist to appear on both Live Aid stages. While he was in the UK, he played a greatest hits of his own music, then hopped in a chopper at the stadium, which took him to the airport, and then crossed the ocean, where he performed with Eric Clapton and played drums with a reunited Led Zeppelin. Now, I was unable to find how much time was between his sets, but I did look up the average flight time from London to Philadelphia. Today, that's 8 hours. The logistics alone of the Live Aid concert, even in modern times, is baffling. But when you throw in that they were able to get one of the most famous musicians in the world from one side of the planet to the other, is absolutely mind-blowing. This past Saturday was Brainiac Bowl 31. 166 people competed across 24 teams. Later this week, I'm going to record a podcast that will have my favorite 10 questions from the Brainiac Bowl, as well as a list of the top 10. I'll also dig a little bit more into it at that time. But for now, I'm just going to say thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in person soon. I'm John Boyce, and this has been the Brainiac Trivia Top 10 in 10.
I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
It's too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.